Peace. Sit here on the mic. I'm gonna wait a second, wait for y'all to get in here. Wait for the internet to really connect because it doesn't seem like it really is. Ain't nobody. Oh, we got somebody just joined. Peace up, peace up. All right. We in the jungle with it this time. It's gonna be actually a little difficult to explain or to show people how to do it my way out here because I'm a little I have a little bit of a privilege when it comes to this juicing thing. So it's gonna be a Q&A for the juice fast. Come this 20th next week we start. So anybody interested, this is your time to let it fly. Ask any question. You can I'll give an opening to ask questions even outside of the fast. Anything that y'all are curious about, but I'll let that be known once I'm done with the information with the fast. When I stay focused on the task at hand, and then y'all can ask me anything. And excuse the construction back here. I'll make it louder now that they keep going back and forth with it. All right, so the fast is on the 20th, and we're going to be doing it for a week. It consists of fruit juices, vegetable juices, a combination of both, herbal tonics if you order with me, or if you have your own thing you got going on, but we're gonna keep it liquid based. And also, if you don't want to partake in the actual fast, if you don't want to really do the 7 days with us, you can jump in as an informational. So you don't have to, feel like, oh, I'm not ready to fast right now. I have such and such going on with my life. Then that's fine. Just jump in. Just jump in out of curiosity. Jump in to rock with me. I'm going to be showing a little bit more than just juicing. I'm going to show you, a little bit about my life and, how I do things, how my mindset on certain things. So I'll just encourage people to jump in regardless of if you feel ready or not. So what do we got? Do you need a juicer? That's like one of the questions that I get asked off the top. No, you don't actually need a juicer. If you are fortunate enough to get coconuts, all you need is a knife or a machete. I've used watermelon a lot, and I use a blender for that. I don't even have a juicer right now, so I'm going to be either using coconuts or watermelon because I like both of those and because I don't have a juicer. So I typically use what I can depending on where I'm at. I travel a lot and I don't like to carry a lot of stuff with me. So yeah, that's pretty much how that goes. And for the watermelon, I blend it up at a very low speed just to switch it around a little bit. Put it in the strainer and drink it. You know what I mean? I'll showcase that physically. On the fast, I have some pre-recorded videos for y'all, and talking shit about how things have changed because things I used to do years ago, I have to change and adapt because of environmental reasons, because of life change reasons. So, what up, Golden? What's up with you? I just pretty much am showing you, instead of doing all of this, I'm showcasing how I live my life and incorporate the juicing and fasting kind of regularly, intermittent fasting that I do, like today, for example. Last night I stopped eating at around 6 o'clock, and then I didn't start again until 9. So if you want to know how to prep yourself for this, then intermittent fasting is something you would want to do. So fast for, or don't eat anything for 14-hour, 16-hour duration of time. That's something that prepare your body for it, because you'll realize that if you go into this full what do you call that, the Last Supper mode, where you just like, oh, I'm gonna eat everything that I can because I'm not gonna be eating for 7 days, then you're gonna feel that coming back up out of you. So you kind of want to start to fast and cleanse. And I also, what I do is I work out. Working out helps me feel grounded, helps me feel sane, and it keeps you here, because you know you can get real loopy with fasting and not eating. So that's something that, a few things that we were talking about during the fast, and also something that you can do prior to jumping in. So that's not something I had time to do with y'all, because we just starting the fast and where you're going. So now there is something that you can do, a precursor to that, to help you get through the fast. I'm thinking about doing some water fasting actually, but I gotta see about that. I typically don't want to talk to people. I don't want to lead a fast during a water fast, but honestly, that's like the fastest healing I've experienced. But yeah, if y'all got some questions, let it fly. I feel like y'all not in here. What's up? I see a lot of people joining, but ain't nobody talking. Holla at me. I am just a little update to my life. I'm in the tropics. I'm in Central America, and the environment has altered my perception a lot on how things are. It's really, really moist out here all the time. So instead of living in California where you have to be hydrated more, so you still have to stay hydrated here, but you have to really keep things dry, and that's like almost a constant battle. Mold and things like that happen a lot quicker here. My pick is actually forming rust on it. I've never seen that happen to any of my things. But what's the longest water fast I've done? Only 7 days. Only 7 days. I'm actually preparing right now for a 40-day water fast. Mentally, more so, but I'm also doing that intermittent fasting thing, and also coming off salts. The more you stop sprinkling the salt on your food, the easier that fast will be. Sugars, artificial sugars, even agave that everybody praises as a natural alternative, it still has that same effect, just at a lighter level. So as I'm preparing for that 40-day water fast, I'm doing small things um, to pretty much prepare myself for that. Well, that was the fastest healing I've experienced. Water fasting. Thanks for the question. Let's see. Oh yeah, that I get questions about that YouTube video all the time, the detox video. But that's another thing. It was called Dr. Sebi said large amounts. So I'm talking about the community not taking in enough of what should be taken. We eat a lot of other stuff. We eat all day, but people get scared of eating a lot of the healthy stuff. So, which is like a contradiction. And the video was only 8 minutes long, but it went viral. It accumulated about 2 million views. But I actually deleted it for some controversial reasons, and I'm like back and forth, like should I have deleted that? But it caused a lot of confusion, and people were getting scammed because of the video, and I felt like it would be a little bit better if I just took it down. A guided fast? No, not for me. I would be doing that by myself. It says, will the 40-day water fast be a guided fast? No, no, no. I'm gonna be doing that alone. I was thinking about recording it and kind of like letting people know my experience, but I don't want to think capitalistic, because that can kind of hurt you when you go into something like that, thinking about money or thinking about trying to share everything. I'll let y'all know, but when I'm doing it, I'll probably be quiet. Let's see. It is possible to lose body fat, excess skin without surgery. Yes, yes, yes. Now, when it comes to excess skin, those those fasts take long amounts of time because your body, when you start to fast, it focuses on the internal stuff first, and you start to shrink down, and you start to get really, your skin starts to tighten up. And I know people that have done 100-day, 108-day juice fast, and uh, they had saggy breasts afterwards. They had really big breasts, and when you stop eating that, all that inflammation goes down, so they start to look saggy for a time. But if you keep going, you got to keep going. This is we're damaged a lot beyond measure. It's hard to really explain to people how much work needs to be put in. But when it comes to excess skin and things like that, you need to fast, and you most likely going to be skinny for a while. But it's all about getting those toxins out and maintaining that, and you'll see your skin, your body just literally digesting and spitting out, you know, the toxins. It's utilizing that and getting it out. So yeah, you can definitely do it, but when it comes to skin, it takes a long time based off what I've experienced, based off what I've seen, and people that are willing to dedicate themselves that much to see the benefits of skin shrinking down. But yeah, like saggy breast and things like that, that's typically the main thing I get. People like to the stomach and the breast, the thing. Like when you are a really big person and then you shrink back down, there's some loose skin involved, and you may have to take a break after you lose. Say if you're a 400-pound person, I always use the 400-pound person example, and then you now are 100 pounds, 150 pounds. You're gonna have excess skin, but then you have to do another fast, and you have to take it more serious to bring that skin back in. It's not just like one time and then you're done. Take your break after that. You eat again. You eat cleaner. You set the bar, reset the bar, and then after you find that comfortable place, then you take it to, hey, I need to get this skin back in. I need to get this skin tighter. Then you got to go on another fast. Where do you get water from over there? Oh, yeah, the water thing is a little difficult here for me, unless I get well water, or I get just basically the reverse osmosis water. I'm working on getting distilled water, because to me, even here, the rainwater and all of that, distilled water that's the only water I really trust, because when you measure it, it's just water. That's what rainwater would be if we didn't have chemtrails and all of that. Distilled water is like that. It's the baseline of nature. If you can get it natural, of course, but I would say distilled water. I would do distilled water anywhere I am on this planet. Right now, I'm kind of taking a sacrifice. I'll just go get filtered water, and or I'll try to get most of my water from coconuts. Coconuts are like very, very abundant here, so that's typically where I get my water. I'm like coconut man right now. I'm so glad to see you do a live. I used to watch you on YouTube, then I lost you. Yeah, thanks. I haven't been on YouTube. It's hard to juggle all of these apps for me. So I used to just do YouTube and YouTube. But now I have fast, and I'm doing a whole bunch of other things, because you gotta make money and things like that. So yeah, YouTube videos, man. I used to be heavy on them, and offer a lot of value till this day. If you go look at my YouTube right now, the stuff I was saying then is still relevant today. And I'm gonna get back on there. Definitely have some things to update, and I'm able to verbalize it now. So just be patient with it. It's always gonna be there. What herbs would you recommend during a water fast, or herbal teas, and can you experience the same process without herbs? Yeah, when I'm doing this fast on water that I plan on doing, this 40-day fast, I'm doing water and only water. There's no herbs, there's no nothing. It's just water. It's just me and water. That's it. And it's going to be distilled water at that, because when you fast on water, your body becomes really, really sensitive. So it's important that you don't have anything else in there. A lot of the water, even osmosis water that you get from the store, has chlorine in it, and or it has. If you go to get distilled water in the store and it's in a plastic bottle, you're gonna find plastic in that, and that's dangerous when you're doing long-term fasting because you're fast because um, your body is so sensitive and it's adapting and changing and recalibrating. And then when you dump something in there, like even if it's a little bit of salt, or if you dump something in there like chlorine, it can be very, very dangerous. So just water, or even herbs. If you don't know what you're doing with herbal combinations, and you OD on some of these herbs, you can cause an issue when you're water fasting, and not so much when you're eating, and you have you've already at your equilibrium. Then it's not so dangerous with herbs or even with chlorine or whatever. But water fasting, I recommend distilled water and nothing else. Let's see. Is there a way to gain weight on plant-based diet without weight gain or protein powders, or just muscle gain at this point? I can't weight at all. I can't keep weight at all. Yeah, I'm at the same place. It takes. This is what I've learned. It either takes an excessive amount of eating, which I don't really like to do. I would rather just look kind of skinny like I do now, and feel light. But I've noticed that to actually gain that weight back, what you have to do is eat excessively, or you have to literally go extremely extremely hard at this detoxification thing. And what happens is the amount that it takes for you to gain weight, this is a long period, this is a long process of time. Sometimes like, 6 years of literally cleaning and cleaning and cleaning and cleaning. And then we'll notice that it takes a lot less to gain weight. Because as soon as you eat something that's, it doesn't have to be, it could be butternut squash, or, anything that's kind of solid. It could be zucchini. As soon as you eat that, you'll fluff up and gain weight, and you'll look like somebody that's eating meat even. And but it takes a lot of cleaning, and it takes a lot of detoxification, a lot of spiritual work that a lot of people just not willing to put in. So I don't typically promote that, but that's the truth. So the more realistic thing is to have a regimen, to take it very seriously, and to have scheduled times of eating. And then also still you still want to fast, but when you eat, you want to eat a lot. You want to get the calories that are necessary to gain a certain, sometimes 3,000 and to 6,000 calories in a day. You would have to be doing that to make sure you maintain weight. And 6,000 calories in plants is a lot of food. It's not. It's like it's a lot. So I don't know. It's a difficult thing when you're on this plants, and also if you're eating raw, it's even harder. Cooked food typically fluffs me up a little bit more, but there's a price to pay with all of it. You know. You use a distiller. Yes, I do. Right now, I'm not, because I didn't pack it with me. So I'm actually looking into ways to make a homemade distiller to keep that, because I love distilled water. I don't really trust any other water but distilled water or coconut water or water from certain fruits. And even then, certain fruits have too much sugar. A lot of the fruits are artificial. I talk about that in the group fast. About even fruits that we say are natural and healthy and all of that. No. We've been altering plants for hundreds of years, and almost everything that you eat, everything that you identify with as food at this point, has been altered and changed over time, so that people will keep coming back to it. Even the coconuts. What can we expect from a 7-day water or a 7-day fast? Well, for this fast, the juice fast, you can expect, of course, weight loss if that's what you're looking for. If you're actually looking for to keep muscle and look more sharper, you will definitely be more cut up. You can expect inflammation You can inflammation loss, a decrease in inflammation. So with that comes less pain. When you get a lot of inflammation out of your body, naturally you don't feel as much pain. Um, let's see what else. You'll see mucus sometimes. People, if they're taking these herbs that I recommend while we're fasting, sometimes parasites come out of them. Sometimes cysts. A lot of the junk that we have inside of us, fibroids, cysts, cancers, even boogers. It's all just concentrated junk. So once you stop eating that, sometimes women have stuff just falling out of them. Mucus. Um, yeah, you can expect a release. You can expect to feel better. You can expect to feel lighter. A lot of times people feel more connected to themselves, to what people call God, to whatever your God is. It doesn't really matter. You'll feel more. You'll feel more of that. Um, and then sometimes you'll feel worse, because a lot of that stuff, you'll feel worse before you feel better, because a lot of that is coming up in your body, and we have to eliminate that. So that's a part of the process. One of the processes is to get it to be breaking up, and it'll be circulating all through your body. But the next step to that is to make sure you're constantly getting it out, get it out, get it out, get it out. So then that's how you maintain the good feeling. Good feelings are almost inevitable. Feeling good is almost inevitable when your body chemistry is right. If you're clean inside, it's almost impossible to be mad. Happiness and anger literally are products of chemicals in your body. When you're angry, someone that can record your chemical, anatomy is gonna say this person is angry, right now, because they're producing that, or they're perceiving anger, and you can see the chemical come up in your body. So you can actually control a little bit of that with how you treat yourself. So yeah, the way people feel, things that I've heard, is like, it's hard to even. I've done this with my mother before. I had her do a 7 day juice, not juice, 7 day fruit fast, and she actually did all 7 days with me, and she was like, she was craving salt a lot, and she also said she woke up one morning and she overcompensated for her step a couple times, because she was that much more lighter, or her body was feeling that much more lighter, to where when she took a step, or when she was about to move, she moved too quickly, or she moved, she lifted her leg up a little too high. I've had people say that, lightness is something you can expect, less pain. Nipple piercings after care, possible natural ones. Nipple piercing after care. I'm not really sure exactly what you mean. Nipple piercings after care, possibly natural ones. If you were talking about the care, well, this is a good example actually. You'll notice that your body is healing, and if you get a piercing and your body doesn't heal, then that's an example of your body not healing. It's like, yo, that's what's happening inside of you. You have a certain inflammation, and your body is not healing until, shit, if you do a 7 day water fast, then you'll know that will heal so quickly. And probably on the second day, all the inflammation, if there's pus coming out of it, or whatever that is, it'll go away quickly, because your body's literally turning its attention on things that it has to take care of more than your nipples, or more than that piercing. So, and then natural ones, I thought about putting wood in there. I thought about putting some other things besides metal, but it's not that important to me. I just kind of I like the aesthetic. I like how it looks on my body. Hey, I'm pregnant this time around, so I won't be able to join the fast, but I know it's gonna be great. Yeah, I love fasting with y'all. I like doing this. Um, I like jumping in the chat, and also learning from y'all. So, and congratulations on your baby. And it's a great time actually to to be a producer of a child. I think it's beautiful. Also, I'll be in CR this July. Hope to see you all around. Yeah, well, we're pretty open. You know, we're open to good vibes and good people, and we're about our community living. If you've been following me, I love to be in a community setting. I love to be with the community. So come on down. Yeah. Is there any way to avoid the loopy dizziness, depression during fasting? Yeah, I would say that like again, once again, that comes from the toxins coming cooking up in your body and not being able to eliminate them quick enough. So what I would recommend here is enemas. Um, Anything that can pull out waste at any given time is going to help you. If you need an enema 3 times a day, do that. And the stronger the enema, the better. I like to. I tell people about um, different types of enemas. Like you can do saltwater enemas. I don't typically drink the water anymore, the salt water. I do enemas of different sorts. I do them with herbs. I even do them with aged urine. That's actually the strongest one I've experienced is the aged urine enemas, and that's a whole nother story that I would wait to get into. But like the quicker you can get the junk out, the better you will feel. So I think that it's just a release issue, most likely for you. And it could be environmental. If you're around somebody that's depressing, get away from them. If you have a lot of talk in your ear about you're gonna fail, if you have a lot of that, your environment does play a role here. And if it doesn't, if your environment doesn't play a role, stick your head in the ocean and go be a fish. Like people say that the environment doesn't matter, and it matters on a bunch of levels. Your body weight and double then times 10 it for calories. Stick to plant-based foods. Yes, I think I understand what Jay means. Peace, Jay. Um, it's there's more calories, or there's more in actual plants. It's actually 10 times the amount that we perceive. But what people are really experiencing when they eat meat or when they eat these foods that are so-called that give you weight, it's just inflammation. It's just making you bigger because it's inflaming you. It's not feeding you. So you have to go through a detoxive state, a detoxive time period where you're gonna look like you're coming off of drugs, because that's what it is. People are coming off of drugs, and then you won't gain that weight back until you come off the drug enough, and then your body starts to heal itself, and then you can. Man, I know people, know of people that eat very light foods, but they've done it for so long that you wouldn't believe that they're that big off of just oranges, or they're that big off of just raw foods, because they actually put in the weight, they gain the actual strength, um, and were really constant in their work. How hard is it to remove mucoid plaque? Yeah, mucoid plaque's pretty hard because you either have to do a like a fast, like a mucoid plaque, what do you call that? Like a flush, and then you'll see a lot of that stuff come out of you. You have to do like a protocol, or if you do like the water fasting and things like that, that stuff will just slowly break up, and it will slowly be removed. But it's not something that you can do. This 7-day fast, unless you're doing a lot of flushes and enemas and doing a whole bunch of other things to really shake up that shit and get it out, then it's a lot of work. And that mucoid plaque literally blocks the lining of your wall of your intestines where you absorb nutrients. So it's not necessarily about what you eat, once again, because sometimes you can eat a whole bunch and still not be absorbing that, and you'll be feeling deprived because you have a mucoid block. All right, they said, I understand, I appreciate the insight. Definitely don't eat many calories. Yeah, you gotta eat. That's what it is. I did a fast with him before, and the mental clarity is amazing. Yes, that's why I do it. I love mental clarity. I used to want to be swole and buff, but then once I got the mental clarity, once I got the power and the stamina, and the libido increased, all of that, and the feeling, the sense of the lack of numbness when I can actually feel people and all of that. I love that. That's life to me. When I can feel my environment, I love that. So that's why I do it, and that's why I don't really care about being Mr. Swole. Said distiller you can recommend. Ooh, a distiller I can recommend. I don't even know the name of it, but I was getting a distiller. It was like for like $200 in stainless steel. What is it called? I don't know, but it produces a gallon. And yeah, that was my favorite one. Had it on all the time. I can't really remember. I wish I could remember the name, but I would say stick to if it's above $200 for a gallon. I think you're overdoing it. Unless you want to do a whole household, then you're going to be shooting towards like $500-$600 if you want to distill for whole household of 5 people. Then you want to go to 600 to 1,000 range, and then you'll have this distiller that you can plug in and it just turn it on and it's distilling water for you. But for me, and especially if I'm going to be fasting, I don't really need much more than a gallon. Yeah, sorry, I can't answer that distiller question. Toxic was good. Bro, look like he on green screen. Nah, yo, this ain't green screen, bro. Like, yeah, man. Like, it's definitely really that beautiful out here. Very beautiful out here. And like, I cannot live like this anymore. Like, they gonna have to come pull me out of here if they want me to come back. Will it be too much on me being 300 pounds? Can my kidneys take all of the toxic filtering out? Yeah, I mean, if that's the only issue you're dealing with, if you don't have other health issues, then what I would do is I can send you people that are 400 pounds or 300 pounds and they went on a 100-day juice fast. So as long as you keep a lot of water, you're gonna have to filter. If you feel any type of feeling with your kidneys, that's when you gotta load that water up. You want to stay away from the super sugary fruits, and then also you want to stay away from salts. Any type of salt, get rid of. Don't do it. Don't do it. Even if you, yeah. What fruits or anything is high in like salt? Celery. You want to stay away from celery. Don't juice anything that's like tomatoes or anything like that because it's really high in salt, and kidneys have to process that. So the best thing you're gonna want to do is load up on a lot of water, But if you feel it's too crazy, and after a time your kidneys are like, oh, they're like giving you so much pain, just stop it. So go as long as you can on that juice, and don't break if you're hungry. No, that's not the reason to break. The only reason you really want to break and eat some food is to slow down the detoxification, and so your kidneys can get a break. Because your kidneys gonna go hard and they don't care. They're gonna just keep going harder and harder. So the only way to really stop that filtration is to literally tell your body, hey, focus on this food because you're going too hard with the kidney cleansing. So hopefully that helps. Because that is one of the main issues when people start to do, especially water fasting. Water fast is that those kidneys, yeah, they can really go through some stuff. Do you miss the States? Not at all. Not even like not even a little bit. I would say maybe some friends, but other than that, I'm like, I'm good at letting go of things. I'm very good at kind of like the detachment. I can do that really well. can you speak a little about colonics? I have not done a colonic, but I recommend them. I recommend, like, I'm detoxed by any means. So if you don't feel comfortable with doing enemas yourself, or if you wanted to go deeper with breaking up junk further than just, you know, maybe a couple of feet in that intestine, then colonics, do them. You know, if you got to get help, get that crap out. Get it out at all costs. So like that's my take on it. I don't really, if the junk is coming out, 9 times out of 10, 99.9% of that is gonna be beneficial. Period. I need to fast, bro. I really need to lose 100 pounds like that. Well, you know, get started, jump in the fast. That's where I'm pretty much promoting that on here right now. I'm promoting myself. I'm not the healthiest man alive, but in the midst of all of this bullshit, I say I'm credible enough to help people um, maintain their sanity and their ability to be okay and function in this crazy world confidently with their body and not be so worried about, hey, I might die of cancer one day. Like, that's the last thing I'm thinking about. So jump in the fast and just and learn with us, and you'll be able to take care of yourself, you know, without the help of me or anybody. Okay, I'm in. Yeah, jump in, jump in, jump in. What I got to do? The link is actually in my bio. I made it very easy for people to sign up. So you can go to my page and go to my bio, hit the link, and the fast is $30. Um, and that's it. That's all it takes. I'm gonna lock you into my database, and then I will send out emails. Um, I'm gonna say 4 or 5 days prior to the fast, so y'all can kind of read over the email. There's a daily breakdown that I have, and it lists what topics we're gonna be kind of covering through, each day. So you can kind of look at that and see how you like it. Mucoid plaque. You can actually look into mucoid plaque flushes, and there are some things that people have. There's a lot of different protocols. I actually haven't done a mucoid plaque because by the time I learned about mucoid plaque, I had already got the mucoid plaque out from long-term fasting, 40-day juice fast, and things like that, where, you know, I'm pretty much sure I don't have any, but I probably could try it out still. I also recommend a what do you call that, liver gallbladder flush, because I thought I was clean before, and then I did that liver gallbladder flush, and then stones come out of me. You know, stones, thousands of stones. I've done that liver gallbladder flush 6 times at this point, and it's recommended that you do it until it's no more. So I did it until it was no more, but that 4th time, hundreds of stones, bro, hundreds of stones. But mucoid plaque, I'm not necessarily the expert in that one. I would just say look up some mucoid plaque ones, look at people's results, and you'll get something that resonates with you. Mucoid plaque is serious. There's definitely a blocking of a lot of people's absorption to minerals. You know, a lot of blocking. So yeah, mucoid plaque is important. Or you can do the long route, and depending on how healthy you are, you may be able to make it to that 40-day water fast. And by 40 days of water, a lot of that stuff your body can break that up on its own. It just needs the time to do so. You know, it just needs the time to be able to go in the intestines, do what the body is programmed to do. It's amazing. Our bodies are smarter than us. Our body is way smarter than us. All right, now I'm running up on the end of my my Q&A. Now you can ask questions that you think that I won't answer. You think maybe too personal. I like to get kind of just, you know, outside of the seriousness of the fast. You know, ask me anything. But I will say this: I'm very excited to be in this position, in this area that I am in. I feel like I made a great decision. My body loves this place. My family loves this place. My son actually, I've never seen him this calm. Sometimes we'll lay him outside while like he was just out here when I was doing this talk. Sometimes he's asleep and he wakes up, and I've never seen him do this until we were here. He wakes up and he just doesn't make a sound. He's like this. You know, like you can see the play on the psychology, how it calms him. What's the biggest challenge moving to Costa Rica? I love that question. The biggest challenge was probably being a man, being a father. Um, um, I've had things stolen from me, and I had to protect my family in a way that I didn't necessarily do in the suburbs. But I've been in a fight. I've been in a fight in Costa Rica. So I would say the challenge is searching for another challenge is searching for a home that we want to have long term, because we've been kind of shopping around and dancing around with this is another house. This is probably my third place that I've been in the month and a half, 2 months that I've been here. So it is a lot of moving. I don't have a lot of baggage. I actually travel light, but I have a family now, so there's times where I gotta bring them, then go get the bags, and go bring the bags, go get another taxi, and have him wait, have him help me. I feel like baggage and weight has been a little bit rough for me personally. Do you have any natural ingredients that are safe to douche with? Yes, I would like to point you in a direction of somebody that deals with it, but I like chaparral. I've heard of chaparral doing really great things. It's a herb, and it's an antifungal, antibacterial, you know, anti pretty much everything. Candida. So a lot of things that women have issues with because it's always moist down there, and a lot of bacterial things could thrive. Then that's what I would recommend. Any type of things that are antifungal. So chaparral's good. Salt, actually, I've seen salt work really well. Just be careful with the ratio of salt. So that actually helps a little bit to dry out a little bit. Sometimes it's good to dry it out a little bit. So I recommend if you can get black volcanic, it's like black Himalayan, not Himalayan, black Hawaiian salt. I would go with that, and then I would do that one as a douche, based off what I've heard. I'm not a woman, but I've heard of women experiencing great things from those two things: chaparral and some form of salt. Yeah. So it says, man, you guys are always going somewhere. Beautiful places, relaxing. So love, and so I love your wife. Yeah, that's why I'm with her, because she is somebody that is kind of crazy enough to just get up and go with me. And people in the past couldn't deal with that, or they want to stay in one area. So our women in the past couldn't, keep up with that. So that's one thing that makes her like me, in the sense that she doesn't need to be in one place all the time. She likes to travel. She doesn't let her fear stop her. Even if she's scared, she's gonna say, okay, I'm still going. So big ups. What do you recommend doing mentally, financially, physically before moving abroad? Ooh, that's a very good question. Okay, mentally, I would just constantly rehearse. I'm always before I came here, and I've been here 4 times before, so it's not my first time. And I spent months before this in this place. I'm in Costa Rica, by the way. I figure y'all know now. I've been here before, so I'm always there mentally. I'm always in the jungle somewhere in my mind. So I think that's why I'm here, is because my environment and I project that in my head and my body all the time. And financially, it's hard because I feel like I've only really started selling herbs because I really had to. I really wanted to just tell y'all, here, go get the herbs. And I was doing it for years. I was telling y'all, here, go get the herbs from here, go get the herbs from here. Um, but you know, everywhere in this capitalistic world, I realized that, hey, I actually have to, sell. I have to make this into a thing. So financially, I would say think about some type of business that you can maintain um, online. If it's not online, it's very difficult for you to really travel. What are you good at? What do you specialize in? Focus on that and just keep getting better at it. Keep getting better at it, and then eventually your value will increase until to where people will be they'll want to pay for it. Work on the people that are in your immediate environment, and if you have good work, then they'll tell you. They'll tell other people about it. And your work will get better after you keep practicing. My advice is just go with the people. Go pretty much go and experience people quickly. Like, don't wait to say I need to have this set up. I need to have the website. I need to have this. Like, no, act like as if none of that shit existed, and then work on your craft. Like, I still deal with herbs here. I have a herbal business that we run out of California, but I'm looking at herbs here. I had some sensitiva in my mouth earlier because I'm chewing on it. I want to get to know it. I want to learn it. Coco Mecca. I know that's one that's going out of the off the shelf right now everywhere, but it's abundant here. So I'm learning about Coco Mecca, cat's claw. It's something new to me. Soto si. It's actually a very famous Jamaican herb, Sedasi or Soto si, and it's a very bitter herb. It smells beautiful once you break it off. It's a vine out here. You see it everywhere, and it's like I couldn't sell that to nobody, like but that's my craft. I really do love herbs. I love plants. I respect them as beings, as as actual, like that thing's alive right there. A lot of times we don't really do that, but that's my specialty, and I'm never gonna stop. What do you love? What do you do for the sake of just doing it? I love astrology, so I do that all the time. I'm making virtually no money from astrology, but eventually people are gonna pay me, you know, a great deal for that because my value is still increasing with that. So hopefully that answered it. What made you guys consider local fish when you moved there? Okay, the fish we tried, and I only actually had like 2 bites of it. I tried it with Bree because she was feeling very tired and she was feeling very sometimes lethargic, and the environment was such a shift because you shift here. We going from California to here. Your body makes adaptments, or I don't know what word I use, but it has there's an adapting period of time where you feel like, whoa, you have to really get used to the heaviness of the water. We're in like so much water here, like I was saying at the beginning of the fast. So that, or not beginning of the fast, the beginning of the video, the fasting video. So that I think played a big part on why she wanted to try it, and the reaction she got from it was, no, we don't want to try fish because, or no, we don't want to continue to fish. She didn't want to continue fish. I never really cared too much about it. I just wanted to try it, see, make her feel a little bit better about it, because she felt a little bit, after not eating fish, she felt, really, like a little skeptical and a little scared about it. So I'm like, hey, it's not a big deal. Eat the fish. I had it one time. She had it about, I had 3 bites of fish, and she had, I think, like 6 fish in a period of, like, I want to say a month. And then that caused so much mucus with her and my son, or our son, that it was a clear no. So since then, it's been about a month now, she hasn't consumed it. And what we did was just up the dosage of plants because she's breastfeeding. It's very physically demanding here. The jungle, there's a reason why certain types of people don't come here. There's a reason why you'll see even, darker skinned people coming here and living here because, or more so-called melanated people, because I see, European blood come here and I see how the bugs eat them, and I see how, you know, mosquitoes, you know, it's just like the environment is um, clearly harder here. You know, it's clearly, a little bit more taxing. Uh, so like that's the reason we tried the fish, and we decided not to keep going with that because there are other ways. And she realized that she just needed to be more serious with the plants. She needed to take more plants in, like because she had to eat because she has to make that milk. So yeah. Thanks for the question. Yeah, a lot of people want to come out here. I say to do it. Costa Rica is another place that it's like a vortex of spiritual energy. I see people come here all the time and they can't stay because it's like a natural detox. This area is like a detox. It detoxes your spirit. People come here with the hustle and bustle mentality. I'm gonna come out here and make this. I'm gonna go buy this land and this and this and that. And this place breaks them down in ways that they never experienced. So, and I like that. I want the truth so bad, so good. So this place it shows another side of you, and it's not something to just play around with. You know, some people. That's another thing. If you're out here and you're toxic, if you get cut, like I got this cut, this open wound right here, um, and some people were scared, like, yo, you gotta really take care of yourself, or that's gonna spread like wildfire. Yeah, to somebody that's toxic and doesn't take care of themselves. If you eat the regular diet and you open yourself up, bugs, animals, microorganisms, they're coming for you. And something that's really small, a split in your arm, can turn into your arm being gone. It's not a joke. And that goes for anywhere in the tropical region. That's why superpowers and people and these societies, they're not ran in places. It's hard to control people in the jungle. It's hard to control anything in the jungle. So you go to America, places that run, their place that runs the world right now, figuratively, China and these so-called superpower Russias, they don't have this type of environment, because it runs itself. No, you can't come here and take the jungle. It's not happening. So, you have to adapt to what the jungle is saying. If not, they'll eat your ass up. No joke, no joke. They'll definitely eat you up. So that's been a lesson in itself. That kind of answer goes back to like one of the challenges of the jungle is succumbing to it, and also balancing my skills with what people need, and time management. It's all this balance that I had to really take in consideration because you know I was getting whooped up a little bit. Like I'm like, oh, okay, I can see my mentality needs to change toward this. Are you open to new students for healing purposes? Are you open to new students for healing purposes? Yeah, I'm very open. I'm open to teachers. I'm open to learning. I'm a student and a teacher at the same time. So I don't have the ego trip where I can't say, oh shit, I didn't know that. So if that's what you're asking, yeah, I'm open to new information all the time. That's another lesson that the jungle has taught me. How do local people treat you as you relocate from the States? Here in Costa Rica, they treat me like family. The slogan here is Pura Vida, which means pure life. Sometimes I'll be like, do you really mean that? But literally, when I'm here, I ask for things and I get them. Sometimes the next day, or I don't ask for them verbally, I get them. Like I needed somebody to help me make a website and promote this. I got that. Shout out to Coco, by the way, if you're watching this. He literally is helping me with all my marketing and my mindset and how to reach more people in this business. And that's something I got from astrology. Astrology told me that I would have a business opportunity because of Pisces, Jupiter and Neptune in Pisces in a way that it's hitting my chart in the third house. I got that information a week before, so I waited. I said, okay, on June 4th, June 3rd, I need to go talk to somebody, or I need to be out and about. And sure enough, I meet this guy. He's talking about, he advertises, and he's like, "Oh, I love your energy. I'm doing this," and boom, 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 boom. So like, so yeah, astrology is another help if you guys don't. You don't have to learn how to read it yourself, but that's one of my specialties as well. So yeah, back to the locals. I'm sorry I ran off a little bit, but the locals, I literally ask people for shit, and they will point me in the direction of where it is. Now, the one thing I don't like about being here or anywhere where there's a little bit of poverty is I don't really like to wear my jewelry, or I don't like to wear my rings, or I don't like to look too fancy, because when me and Bree walk around, we typically look pretty royal. So you get like a lot of people asking for money after that. So sometimes I dress poor on purpose. So yeah, but the people are one of my favorite things about Costa Rica specifically, because they really they want to help you. I got lost finding Lonnie one time, the herbalist, and she dropped a pin. She tried to drop a pin, but the Google didn't work well. So she drops the pin, and then it's like a little offset of her house. So I'm like literally in this town I don't know, because the taxi left me, and I don't have service because my phone wasn't working. So there's a house, literally just a small little house. It's like one room, and it's this woman and her child with the door open, and then it just starts pouring rain. I'm like, oh shit! I have all my stuff with me. She's like, come in, come in. She speaks no English, and I told her what I was looking for, and I told her my situation. Long story short, she calls a taxi for me. She calls Lonnie. She gives me internet so I can talk to Lonnie, to find Lonnie, and helps me get to Lonnie without having to go back home after spending all that money to get there. And that happens all the time. That happens all the time. I don't really worry about shit no more, because I just ask for it and it happens. You can't just ask to be rich and then it happens, but the things that you need to get through with life and to have a beautiful experience, it's very doable here. Do you do astrology readings or teach about astrology? Yeah, I actually do. I have another page that I'm working with, Zodiac Zahir, and I haven't promoted it, but yeah, I do readings, and if you want, DM me and we can set something up. I would love to take you through it. I'd love to take you through whatever you're looking for specifically in your life. There's an area in your life astrologically where we can look at that, and I can take you through it. Let's see. Wait a minute. I was the one who called you from Lonnie's trying to help. That's crazy. What? No way. Oh man, that's crazy. Yeah, that's how it works. Like the synchronicities here are amazing. I'm telling you, I ask for things and I get them so fast. So be careful what you ask for. That's love. You don't see that kind of love as often in the States. You're right. You don't see that kind of love as often in the States. That is facts, and that's what made it harder for me. I was dealing with that same thing with my family. The lack of communication and the confusion and all of that with my immediate environment in the States. The States is the culture there sucks. Yes, in the tropics things. What's up, Asana Ra? Peace, family. Yeah, things happen very fast, all the time. So, and that's just the vortex of the jungle, man. That's why people don't really understand it, but I love being here for that reason. It's like, it makes you feel at home. It makes you feel at home, you know? And, I don't know how much time I have on here, but I'm definitely enjoying the questions. I'm going to probably wait another 5 and then, let a few questions drop in here. I'm going to pretty much let y'all know I'm finalizing my questions now. So if you If you have questions, let them rip or forever hold your peace. 'Cause I think it's my turn to watch little guy. I think I'm up. I've had my fun. Now I gotta relieve Bree for hers. She got some business to do. All right. Yeah, if y'all just jumping in, peace, Riders Block. The man's dedicated right there. If y'all just jumping in, I'm actually just finishing up. I'm thinking about either posting this to YouTube or doing another live on YouTube, or I might just post a video on YouTube answering basic questions that are like these. But I think I'm gonna end it there, and y'all have a great day, have a great week, and I really do hope to see you in the fast. You don't have to participate. Just come hang out and learn and soak up the information. All right. All right, peace. I love y'all. Hope y'all doing good. Stay strong. Peace.